What's up everyone, welcome to another video. This one's going to be on 5 stocks that I like for the end of this week, which is Friday tomorrow. And these stocks I think has a lot of potential to move, so I'm going to give you guys my long setup on them and my short setup on them, and what I plan to do with them, on what news they have and what to expect, so on and so forth. I'll also briefly go over SPY as well and how this one's doing, but other than that, it's the end of the week. Expect some good volatility and try to make as much money as possible for the entirety of the week, and of course don't give your profits back, especially if you made money. For us in the room, we have done amazing. Once again, a big week. For me personally, I am up well over 60-70k. I was hoping I would hit 100k, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to hit it by tomorrow, because I do have some losses that could end up closing at red. Which is very likely that some of these open positions I have might end up closing red, but it shouldn't really be doing that much of an impact for my total wins that I have, and the wins are very massive. So Monday, big day with just one loss. Tuesday was all greens, and then Wednesday, Apple went up 1000% for me, so that was a big win, along with some other plays like AVGO going up 100% plus. AVGO 1600 calls, I kept one contract for earnings yesterday, and those opened up to 3000% at the open, a little over 3000%, so I just rounded it down. Basically that one contract paid me like 11k. I think it was like 10,800 or almost like 11k, but it was a big win just from one contract alone. And then of course we add on to the profits for the day with some SMCI big winner for today, along with PanW swings and so on and so forth, with some spice SQQQ scalps. The only loss today was Apple with a nice 40% loss. It didn't really do much, unfortunately, and I decided to just move away from it because it wasn't breaking down, it wasn't going up. We just take the small loss and not give back a lot of the profits. I did, however, take AVGO swing 2 plays, one for tomorrow and one for next week. The one for tomorrow is most likely going to end up being a loss unless AVGO goes to like 1800 plus, and we'll talk about AVGO as to why I think it's really good. I have a Netflix swing as well and an Adobe Lotto call. We'll talk about Adobe as well, and discuss what's going on with that. But yeah, more wins than losses. That's how we do, with an 88% win rate, 22 wins and 3 loss. It's been a really good week, and of course tomorrow I will close out the rest of the positions that are going to be green or red, and then update you guys on how we did for the week after tomorrow on Sunday's video. So if you guys want to get into the room and catch these plays, I did make a lot of money this week, so I'm going to give you guys a sale 50% off of the monthly subscription. All you have to do is use the code SALE50. So you go to the link in the descriptions below. It will take you to my sign up page. You click on the monthly right here, get access, and then of course what you do is you go to this, enter your promo code. All you have to do is enter SALE50, and it will give you 50% off of the first month of the monthly subscription, which gets you an opportunity to see how we do in the room for an entire month, and you can even make your subscription money back on the first trade, most likely. You got a whole month with me, so you're gonna be most likely making this money back instantly. So yeah, go ahead and take advantage of it. This sale code will be open until end of Sunday, so just take advantage of it while it lasts. Okay, all right, so let's go straight into our plays. First things first, SPY. I think the main thing to understand is SPY is very close to 550, and 550 is basically the halfway point between 500 and 600, so it's going to be a big level of resistance, and I think that you can take advantage of this because I believe, in my opinion, SPY will go towards or at least near 550. If not tomorrow, then definitely next week. I think everybody's expecting that kind of a push. Yes, it did gap up a lot yesterday with the CPI and FOMC, and then PPI reports came out today as well. As PPI report came out very well, so this one also gapped up today a bit as well. I believe that market wants to run a little bit more, at least towards 550. So that is my goal for tomorrow, is to see if we can maybe take out that 544 tomorrow and start running into 545, 547 area, and potentially even 550 if the market is really volatile tomorrow. If you look at the flow on the overall market, we have been kind of increasing every single day, a nice up, net flow going up. So, you know, positive flow. Good stuff to see. Let's see if the market can go to 550. Mainly, let's see if the SPY can go to 550. If the market is bullish, then the stocks that I'm going to talk about today should do very well. The first one on the list is Adobe, and the reason Adobe is on the list is because Adobe released earnings today. Earnings was a beat and it is gapping up huge. I have a $500 lotto call that will open up massive tomorrow, so I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna already be in profit at the open, assuming that we don't sell off in pre-market. But basically what you're looking for is for this stock to, you know, hold around this 525, 526 by tomorrow, and then break out of it tomorrow for a massive run. Now, the reason I say this is because we have a gap to fill right here on Adobe that you want to take advantage of. And this gap is very, very good. So if you look at it, it's a pretty substantial gap fill. And if I draw it out for you, it's basically inside the gap right now, as it's at 527 right here. So it's kind of already inside the gap, but we do have this gap to fill all the way up to like 565, which is, you know, like 30-40 points to the upside, and I want to be there to catch this gap fill. And this is not just the only thing. Obviously, with this beating earnings, it has room to go up all the way to 630 and so on and so forth. Personally, I like this stock as a long-term company, so I know that this stock will have multiple days of good moves because the earnings was positive, and it's a subscription-based model, so it's a very good company for what the business model is, and I really like it. So again, there's a good gap to fill and there's potential for a lot more upside. I will be looking to play this into the gap. You're basically looking for a long above 525 to 526, go to 540 to 550. That's basically what you're looking for. If it gaps up even more by pre-market, then maybe it will invalidate it. But you know what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for day trades on it. If it does gap up more into tomorrow, I'll be looking for, you know, a couple of scalps here and there. Since it's Friday, the premiums are going to be pretty cheap, so I can maybe get the last bit of the gap fill and even some more if it decides to go up a lot more. Going into the weekly chart, couple of things to look at. Obviously, it's going to be gapping up way up to this 525, 526, but we do have a bit of a fair value gap from around like 585 all the way up to like 605 here. So there's a little bit of a fair value gap that we could also fill if, you know, Adobe decides to go nuts, which I don't think it will do. I don't think it will go up that much. But this gap right here is very, very interesting, and I do want to see if we can catch this this gap that we have from 525 all the way up to 560, 565 area. So that's basically the idea for Adobe. Watch out for it. Could be really fun. SMCI, this one is the second stock on the list. Did very, very well today. One of my big winners for the day. It finally started getting positive net flow. So that's very big. It's been consolidating, never broke that 750, so we could never short it, but it has started coming up. Now you can see the red EMA cloud on the daily chart is starting to turn green, and we have a buy signal, and we played this today, made a lot of money. We also broke above the purple EMA cloud right here, which is also a big deal. This stock, in my opinion, can see 900 to 950 tomorrow, because on Fridays this stock tends to be a very big volatile mover, and I like this stock on Fridays. I like to trade it on Fridays. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking to see if we can break 880. That's your main zone to go ahead and play some long on it. So 880 break for a nice run to 900. That's your next level. So you're looking for a 20-point move. 880 to 900, 900 to 935, 930, I mean, 935 actually is the correct number right here. 900 break to 930, and then 930 break to roughly 950 to 960 area. So you got a lot of levels, a lot of resistances on the upside, but with positive flow, buying signal, EMA crossovers that are signaling bullish price strength, this stock has the look to go up more, and I'm going to be trading it for day trade. So yeah, watch out for that. I will be learning it in the Discord. Next up is ARM, number 3 pick on the list. Very nice setup here. I'm going to show the weekly chart because, you know, it just looks a lot cleaner on the weekly. You basically have a stock that is ready to do a all-time high breakout. That's it. That's as simple as that. If it breaks 164, 164.50, just go long and try to play it into all-time highs. That's it, towards 170. Breaks 164, go to 170. Simple as that. All-time high breakout. Really like the way it looks. Flow has been going up every single week. It just looks ready to go for that big breakout. It went very close to it today. So what I'm looking for is for this to break out tomorrow and we play the long and we make our money and we run away from it. Really like the way it looks. 164 breaks, go to 170, take your profit. If it goes up more, great, we'll play with runners. But essentially 164 break is what I'm looking for a long. Beautiful setup. Let's go ahead and see how it does. Number 4, Netflix. Similar setup to ARM, but more so I would say like a rectangular breakout setup right here, where you have a nice rectangular consolidation. You're basically looking for this stock to go ahead and break 665 for 670, 675. I think tomorrow your main goal is to see that all-time high break. If it breaks all-time high, Netflix should go up more. The good thing about it is we had a buy signal to yesterday with a nice positive flow coming in. So it's got all the necessary setup to go up more, and I like the way it looks. I do have a swing trade on Netflix that I opened up today. If I go ahead and show you guys what I mean, the swing trade that I took on Netflix went up 20%, but I decided to, you know, keep it going. Here's the swing trade, 680 calls. So my goal is to get to 660 to 670, and these are for next week. So even if we don't get the all-time high break tomorrow on Netflix, I do think that next week we'll see the move come in and we'll see that all-time high breakout. It's holding the green EMA cloud. It's got positive flow on the weekly. It just has a good chart setup all around for a solid move, and it broke 650 today, which is a big deal because 650 is the halfway point between 600 and 700. It's a big level of resistance. The next move should be 670 to 680 area, so we should be able to see that come in tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely next week. Definitely like the way this stock looks. That's the number 4th play. And final play of the week is AVGO. Really like this setup. Now the main reason for playing AVGO is not because of what kind of a chart setup it has, but more so because it released a news that is very important. They are doing a 10-for-1 split with a lot of price target increases. You can see that you know, price target increases going up to 1850. But essentially what I am looking for AVGO is the fact that AVGO, I think, can run a lot pre-split. Now, I hope I can find it, but basically, we have a lot of price target increases in the 18s, the 1900s for the stock itself, with UBS giving it a buy signal, benchmark giving it a 2000 price target. I mean, yeah, like this stock wants to go up more, right? This stock wants to go up more. But they are doing a 10-for-1 split, and that split is going to happen on June 15th, I believe. June 15th. If I can just find the dang news, that would be fantastic. There we go. So AVGO, Broadcom as it's known, shares expected to trade on a 10-for-1 split adjusted basis from July 15th. So before July 15th, we're likely going to see AVGO run up a lot, similar to how Nvidia ran up, right? Nvidia, if you notice, ran up a lot after its split was announced during its earnings, and it ran very well up until the split. And look, it's even pushing after the split. So for me, what I'm looking for from AVGO, yes, it did gap up over 200 points already, but I think it's going to hold here very well and run to back to 1750 and possibly 1800 tomorrow. And then I think by next week, you're going to see 2000 plus on the stock. At the bare minimum, I think before split, before July 15th, I think we're going to see $2,000. So yes, I have calls for next week. I have calls for tomorrow. The one I have for tomorrow most likely not going to be profitable unless we go to 1800 plus. If it does, great. But the ones for next week, I think, can very well do a lot and move up a lot. And I think that this is a stock that could be an incredible day trading stock until July 15th when it has the split, because Nvidia was very good and really fun to day trade before it split. So AVGO is very similar to that. It should have a lot of flow and volatility, and notice how the volume today was a lot more than what it normally gets. So again, I think the stock has the potential to run up a lot. You do have a lot of price target increases on the stock into that 1900s, the 1800s by all of these institutions. So these guys will likely, you know, help out the move as well. And so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I have no idea how AVGO is going to make a move or not, if it will go up more or if it will go and fill the gap on the downside. I don't know. I have to go at it day by day and take the move that it gives me. But essentially, I'm very bullish on it because I saw what Nvidia did, and AVGO, being a pretty popular stock, should do something similar. So that's basically the idea. With that said, tomorrow you are looking for AVGO to basically break 1735, 1740. That's what you want to break, because that is essentially your long. If AVGO opens up under 1700, then you can actually wait for it to break 1700 and run and go open up a position. So over 1700 is also not bad of an entry. 1700 breaks back to 1730, 1740, and then once it takes out that 1740, 1750 area, it should just go to 1800 plus, because there's no resistance above it. I will say we have been getting a nice slow fade, but this looks more like a flag than anything else, with a lot of support on the 4 hour around 1650. So 1650 support, big bounce tomorrow into 1800. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Let's see if it happens. With that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Take advantage of the sale. Sale 50 is the promo code for 50% off of the first month of the monthly subscription. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.